101.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Good morning to you once again, and thank you for standing by. You are now listening to Mainland Focus. What we're going to do is streamline conversations based on the stories that we have extracted from the multiple stories that we reviewed during trends in the papers. We pick out a few, usually 2, 3, have conversations about it, and then give you an opportunity to also tell us what you feel about these headlines that have been previously analyzed. Well, for today on Mainland Focus, myself and Fuad would be presenting to you 2 major stories that have been extracted from the multiple stories that we reviewed earlier, like I said before. And our primary focus for this morning is going to be on the state of the country's economy and, of course, security, especially regarding the sit-at-home order that has become something of a concern in the southeastern part of the country. And we're talking about Enugu State precisely, and the effort by the governor to help control that particular situation. But first things first, let's talk about the fact that The Guardian reported this morning that Nigeria is spending 99% of our revenue to service debt, and as it stands, inflation is currently at 22.79%. Majorly, our concern is some of the policies that have been put in place by this administration to deal with the economic realities of the people. Are we going to say that it would still be efficient, especially now that there's been a significant spike in the rate of inflation? The economic parachute that has been handed to us, is it still going to be able to guarantee us some sort of soft landing with inflation at 22.79%? And we're spending 99% of our revenue to service debt. So the question, how do we address this particular situation, and what are the measures that the government must immediately take to help with our revenue and debt situation? That's what we're asking you regarding the report on spending 99% of our revenue on servicing debt. How do we address the situation? What measures do we expect the government to take in order to help with our revenue and debt situation? Now, speaking about the sit-at-home that is going on in the southeastern part of the country, we're highlighting Enugu State and the threat by the governor to shut down businesses that refuse to resume operations. Some have started, we've seen certain business owners and markets have started to operate, but still not at full capacity because people are apparently still scared for their life. The governor have responded and said, if you do not show up to your place of business, your license will be withdrawn. Is the governor right on this particular threat, as a matter of fact? And also, how should the government address the sit-at-home problem in the southeast? What other intelligent techniques do you think can be employed by the government to deal with this situation? Let's hear from Fuad first, and then we will open the phone lines. Fuad, good morning to you once again. What is your perspective on the stories?
Yeah, good morning, Sage. On our revenue to debt profile and the fact that we're using 99% of our revenue to service debt, I'm not surprised. The debt management office has always warned us. Financial institutions, global financial institutions have warned us severally. And as much as people might do that, yeah, we can still borrow more. Every other country borrows. It is important for us to check our corruption index. It's also important for us to check our revenue to debt profile. Now, we don't just continue to preach our debt to GDP ratio. Some of these data cannot work in isolation. Everything has to be holistic for us to have a complete idea. And I agree with people who are calling for us to subject our inflation rate to integrity test. I feel that we are managing that data. The reality is that our inflation could well be well over 40% rate of inflation in Nigeria. Again, like I suggested earlier, we need to walk the talk. We need to start manufacturing. We need to start producing, firing up our industries again. We need to help the agricultural sector basically diversify our economy, produce more. And then, of course, the easiest of our revenue is oil. We need some level of transparency and accountability in that sector. Produce. If we are going to be negotiating our quota with OPEC, I think next month, we need to produce more and ensure that we are able to account for all that exported. Maybe also help with local refining and fix our refinery. Yeah, for the sit-at-home in the southeast state, I think the governor should just calm down. I know it's frustrated. It's not the only one. Most of the governors in the southeast are frustrated. But I think they need to work more with the communities. I don't think threats will work. I don't think threats will work. And then they should continue to push for a political solution to the Namikano issue. Or maybe this I will return to the southeast.
Right. Okay, so we've heard from Fuad. It's time for us to hear from you. 0913-6000-410 is the phone line. WhatsApp text messages, you can connect with us via those platforms as well on 0913-6000-430. Please don't forget that we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM, and Twitter at Mainland FM. You can also drop your submissions via those platforms as well. We're going to take our first phone call for this morning. We have our two focus for the day. We're talking about the economy, and we're also talking about security, specifically in the southeastern region of the country. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning, sir.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm a dear friend Fuad. This is a barrister Peter calling from Mainland.
Yes.
Yes, on the state of the nation and the issues we are covering. First of all, concerning the state of the economy, you see, I am sorry to say that this Asiwaji's government, they have started out on the wrong foot. Because when you have very small problems like what we have, you don't come and complicate the problems more. Governance is about the people, especially when we claim that we are practicing democracy. As far as I'm concerned, there is no single democracy in Nigeria. It is just a name, because the democracy has a template that will be followed. Democracy is not part of our culture. It is adopted from other countries. So we must follow the pattern and the template used to practice democracy. What we are practicing is rule of thumb. Anything goes, and that is not the way to go. I expected that when this government came in, what they do is declare a state of emergency on corruption. Corruption is the problem we have. Lack of accountability. A situation where we use almost all our revenue to service debt. That is absolute madness. And our money is in the private hands and embezzled by individuals living above their means. That is why inflation is very high. What is the definition of inflation in economics? Inflation is where too much money is pursuing too few goods. We are not producing because of insecurity.
Thank you.
So they should tackle all those anomalies.
Thank you so very much for your contribution. Hello, the volume on your radio, please. Good morning.
Hello, radio has gone. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to you.
Yeah, my regards to Fuad.
Yes, you agree with that.
Let me start from Enugu State Governor. Here in Lagos, the man that reports my camera is one of the leading members of the House. Now, is protest not one of the constitutional rights of the people? Said that look, in our justice to one, is injustice to all. You don't go beginning to cut the branches of the leaf because the tree is giving you problem. You go for the root, cut the root, and the branches will die. What is the root cause of all these things? The government knows, and they don't want to do. My sister, let me remind you, during COVID-19 lockdown, we were always at home. We watched the video. We saw at the time that there were some truckloads of some people that were not the indigenous of the street. They were being uploaded. And people ask questions, who are these people? Where are they going to? Where are they hiding? Couldn't Africa be the people that have thought about to comment trouble? They don't want to tell us. Government has said this morning that is not in charge, that is not the one doing all these things. So governor, what do you want your people to do? Go and meet the government, tell the government, obey court. If you want to institute another case again, now the Kano, go through court, let the court say bring him back. And the government is doing the right thing. What do we want people to do? That's just from my perspective. Please, let us be the person in first place. Government release now the Kano that the court has received. And let us see what happens. For inflation, to have the same people that have been bringing down the country Economically, they are still the ones in power. How do you think inflation will not so higher? You can't do the same thing and expect different results.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. I agree completely with Barrister Okoze. Now, a new way, an avenue for him to be free. What do you think of that? He could never this kind of setting.
Hello, good morning to you. Sir.
Provided security. He says that things will just take shape gradually. He's doing his humanity by a natural death in his own ability alone. Because he can help our governor. All these things will stop. All the killing, all the destruction of honor is trying to come out. But people, this is topic, but people are still afraid. So they should help him by releasing this guy. Immediately they release from the first area and as a trainer to 7% to service our debt. But as last week, still up to 99. Before long it will be 100%. So we will replace our update to sooner. And this is that let that be cost in governance. Let our leaders use why is it that our refineries we are not producing anything. It is when we produce something that the economy will grow. We are not producing and we are not exporting, we are consuming. Then on the issue of sick at home, the government, like your analyst has said, the governor is being frustrated. Not only any state government, all the state governors in the southeast. But I think they should team up and appeal to the federal government. Let there be a political solution. Let there be a dialogue. Then the federal government should look at it that even the court of law has asked them to release this man. The only solution for us to have a relative peace in the land in the southeast, let the can be released. Then we will not begin to talk about the injustice we have been talking about. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank you for calling. We have some contributions via the Facebook platform. Somebody sent a message and says, Oba Matthew GCFR is the name of the sender. He says, good morning. At this junction, opening of the border is imminent. Its perpetual closing has never yielded any results. All right, thank you very much for your message, probably referring to the inflation and increase in the prices of food that we addressed earlier whilst we were talking about having responsibility to themselves. Governance is not by of the country, is as a result of political influence and political leaders in Nigeria, and until those bad leaders are not allowed to get power, Nigeria would probably WhatsApp number. Please, that's why I give out the numbers at intervals. For phone calls, it is 0430. So please refrain from calling the WhatsApp line. All right, let me take this message here. Awolo Christopher from Shogunle says, Southeast sit-at-home solution should be primarily tackled via political solution, which is the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The structure of the polity cannot permit good governance that would produce good economy. Unbundle the federal structure first by implementing Oronsoya's report. Thanks and have a nice day. Thank you so very much, and you have a nice day as well. Hello.
Hello, brother.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, morning.
It's a pleasure to have you. Please go on, sir.
Thank you. First of all, let me talk about the economy. Let's correct ourselves. With the impression of some people that maybe the present government, the government does not start on the right foot. Are we going to open our eyes and some people will continue to put the economy of Nigeria into deficit? We cannot, but at the same time, administration, that is the president Muhammadu Buhari in Nigeria. So the president that the church was elected by the military. These are part of insecurity that is happening in the sources. They should get in the rules of it. Whoever that is important that thing to cause calamity in the end. And look, coming from the different party for the people. You cannot take things by force. Killing your people, killing your sisters, and then does that stop problem? Those people you are killing, are they going to come back again? There must be a solution to this issue. You don't have to go in a barbaric way of killing your sisters and your people in the east. It's not done. That's the barbaric way.
Thank you.
This is democracy. Let's apply it. The currency in Nigeria is our brother. Let's use democracy to solve the issue.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, have a wonderful day. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes,
Morning.
Yes, morning.
Yeah. It's calling from the station.
Okay.
I want to contribute on the issue of 613 order. Our government made the right thing to do. Our leaders, they made the right thing to do. The truth is on their table, but they don't want to do the right thing. So as they don't want to do the right thing, that is how to show that they don't want our new country to do well. They are seeing the truth, they are removing their eyes. This is not fair. They should do the right thing. Because this stuff that people are saying in the family, they should release this man. That is an automatic plea for Southeast. Yes, that is automatic plea. You can use security, soldier, army, police, and the threatening I fall, not to sit at home. Sit at home, we are praying for them to bring our brothers out. Peace will reign. You cannot use army and threatening us. Therefore, I thought it's not just a community. There are a lot of problems that make our poor, our nation. So we are crying for government to bring out our brother in peace. So that peace will reign.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Fuad, please let me ask you this question. The person in question that is, I don't want to say the cause of the agitation, but the agitation is mostly for his release. He has said via his legal counsel that I am not supporting the violence being perpetrated in the southeast. So I'm trying to reconcile how, certain people are justifying the violence, that, the solution might be to release him, when the person that, you are fighting for in a manner of speaking has said, I do not stand behind the violence that you're using, to request for my release. How do you make sense of this?
He may decide to take that position, but there are people who still feel that these measures will put the needed pressure on government to look at the option of a political solution, to release him. Of course, a lot of these people feel that that's the only reason why government will listen to them as far as releasing Nnamdi Kanu is concerned. But I think again, you can continue to push. I don't think this idea of sit at home, because it's hurting the people. The same people you say you are protecting, you are fighting for, you are hurting them. Monday, for example, is a day where people are supposed to go out there. There are people that live on daily income. Yes. If they don't go out on the day, there's nothing for them to eat. So I think people who think that way should reconsider their stand. I agree that there can be a political solution to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. This is not the first time we are seeing political solutions to agitators are being released. Asai Dokibo was released. Gani Adams was released in that same manner. When a lot of issues of political solution came up when they were arrested by Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president. So it's not impossible. We've seen things like that in the past, and it could well apply to the case of Nnamdi Kanu. But I think the governments have put out on the table of the president that, look, release this guy, give him to us, and then we know how to handle him, and then peace will return. But I still just don't think that the idea of sit at home makes any sense, really. It's hurting the people. Right.
Let's go back to taking contributions. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Morning, Sage. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
We thank God for another day. You see, this issue of Nnamdi Kanu, first of all, I agree that it should be released. And I'm happy that some of my brothers from the southeast who have called have said that they did not support Nnamdi Kanu. We knew how violent and all the kind of words that he has been saying. I lost a friend in the southeast, a very close friend, and it was very, very hurtful. You see, people are just saying government. I want to ask a question. How many members of the National Assembly do we have from the southeast? What about the governors? What about even the state houses of assembly? What about the chairmen and all the politicians? This issue of marginalization is not only in the southeast. I am being marginalized. People are being marginalized in the southwest. Everywhere there is marginalization. So all these things that people are talking, trying to justify that is because of Nnamdi Kanu, I don't agree with it. But they should release him. This issue of, the southeast, the people who are there killing, they are killing their brothers, they are killing their sisters. I watched a video and it's very pathetic. And a lot of us, we are just here in Lagos, just like we say some people are here in Lagos justify what is happening in the north. Please, we should stop all of this. If some people will come, they will push the whole thing. It's unfair. On the issue of the economy, Tinubu did not start on a good note. It did not start on a good note. They said subsidy will end by end of July or is it June, but you just pay and then you just said subsidy is gone. And ever since, every policy that he has been taking is in the interest of the political elite. Is it the 70 billion? Is it the money for the judiciary?
Thank you.
What has he done now? We tell we should allow the poor breathe. We are not breathing. 8,000 naira is not enough for me to eat in the morning in my house.
Thank you, Pastor.
Nobody did not start well, no.
Thank
and
you.
the issue. All these things that they are doing, all of them, the political class.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for your contribution. Hello. Please turn down the volume on your radio when you call, alright? Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Please turn down the volume on your radio, please.
My name is Elvis. I'm calling from Ugondo.
Alright.
My take this morning is about Southeast. What I'm saying is that the federal government made a problem, how to solve the problem in the Southeast. You don't need to run around the circle. It is obvious that why this sit at home has been happening every Monday is because of the holding of Mainland Focus. Already the court have set him free. Why don't let the young man go? If you're living Mainland Focus, believe me, the problem in the Southeast will be a thing of the past. If they continue to hold him, the problem is still there. The governors know this. They know that this is the problem. But then they should leave everything at the board. So there's no problem holding this young man. They should leave him. So that's my take this morning. Thank you.
We appreciate you for calling. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
According by him,
Tell us your name. You didn't tell us your name, and that is already an indicator that you're probably going to flaunt radio rules. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Faith.
Yes, morning to you.
Yes, this is from Agave Sharing.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, concerning the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, before the Buhari left his office, when we traveled to Imo State, one of the leaders in the Imo State was telling that really this Nnamdi Kanu for us and have a peace. Most of the leaders in the East by themselves, they are not even wishing the East people a peace of mind. And if a leader can be making a comment that if Buhari wants peace in the East, he should release Nnamdi Kanu. Number one, they should talk to themselves. One of the callers, even in Lagos, there are some people, they are not in the East, they are secure Lagos people, they are simply for Biafra to prevail. Number one, all of them, both the governor and their leader, they should come together. Nnamdi Kanu is number one, is the problem. Number two, the people over there and their leader and they also contribute to the problem. So for them also to have the peace, both the governor and the most of their assistants and their leader, they should come together. They should be able to convince the people who are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu where he's still in prison. They should go and talk to them. That they should allow peace to reign. If they can make peace within themselves, let's just say 1 month across the states in the East, there is a peace. So the issue of begging, it could have been more on the platform, but now there is no peace and you are begging for relief. Prevention, if they now release it, he will not travel again, will gather himself to come and trouble Nigeria. So the people who are begging for his release, they should come together and talk to themselves. Just the issue of colony, as I always say, for now, we are not to have a leader of the people. All the one we are having now is the leader of that day. But one day.
Thank you so much. It's 2 minutes per conversation. All right. Please, when you call in, turn down the volume on your radio, please.
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
It's Joe from Bariga.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, now we are complaining, Abi. We are complaining, relieving on the car, using on the camera. He should go to these small boys that doesn't have work, that unemployed boys, he doesn't know the importance of humanity. He should go to them. Now we are complaining, releasing on the camera, releasing on the camera. Kill them, burn them. The people we are fighting the freedom for. Burn them, kill police officer, burn any politician in the east. Now we are begging. I did not pitch my tent to the release of this man. I'm telling you before God, because I was writing letters that time, talking against him. Why can you see people you want to burn them, kill them? So that is my point this morning. I'm so much annoyed about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? Okay, please try to make it back if you can. Let's take this phone call before we go to Facebook. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning. I'm calling from Tenalanda.
Alright.
We are begging for the government now to release Nando Kano, and we are now fighting the government hand. Without them releasing Nando Kano, they can never be teaching the practice. Who does that? First of all, do the right thing. Tell this man to pitch against whatever he has told the young one. Only the family do. And let's see the strength that he has seen before the government releases them. We know what he said, but they are not meant for it yet. They went to prison to release criminals. Then you give them guns. What do you expect? And the way with all of us. The man of that thing is doing his lieutenant evil by removing the roof of his own house. Shall be well.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Facebook and take the few messages that we have gotten so far. Patrick Obiazo says, we presently have a government of confusion and they've hit the ground running. Our currency is set to be worse than Zimbabwean currency. I saw that word. I actually read that report. I think about 14% better or so than our currency. The worst is yet to come. Buhari will be sorely missed. It pains me to read that part. But thank you very much, Patrick, for your message. Shepard Umwaize also says via Facebook, good morning, beloved Mainland FM. We like ambiguities in Nigeria. Why not reduce the cost of governance? Do away with the frivolities and mundanity of political jobbers. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu and Eastern Nigeria would experience peace. Unfortunately, the more he stays in DSS custody, the more things would worsen. Alright, thank you, Shepard. Olumuyiwa Olodude. I'm so sorry if I murdered Olodude. Okay. The cost of governance and the extravaganza of the government is choking the Nigeria populace. The government should boost agriculture, cut cost, build local refineries, check corrupt practices. The security issue in the southeast, until people stop message. Let me take 2 from WhatsApp and then we'll go back to taking phone calls. Alright, please bear with us. We're trying to make sure the Enugu State Governor is progressing in error by using unnecessary threats for people to go to work and to their business. Sit at Home was initiated by IPOP Group as a strategy to draw government's attention to Indians to the Easterners. Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention will not help to bring anticipated peace. Let Asiwaju government set Nnamdi Kanu free. Let's see what will be the next excuse of IPOP and arrest EPA in France. Wasiu, but they can't really hold it. I don't think they have that. Yeah. Good morning, Sage. For the start. Hello, we can barely hear you.
Morning.
Yes,
sounding very far.
Morning. My name is Peter.
Fine,
thank you.
Yeah, my name is Walter.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I want to talk about Nnamdi Kanu's case. I think the best thing is putting on that military, that is supervision and so on, to bring peace to the youth. That's the big
Walter, you know the job
now to take a bit of blame. What happens to him in Ukraine?
right.
Thank you. WhatsApp 0993, which was about, but primarily focusing on drawn if they had insecurity in the. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. To agree to money now, because people are using the DFS caution, putting in the prison where they will have freedom a bit to move around. You understand? I don't understand. Maybe in the DFS, what does that mean? Is prison not better to keep such a person than living in prison? Because in prison there's space to walk around, to move around. DFS is just in a particular confinement. And that could be bad to somebody. If the guy dies there, I don't know what exactly will happen, sincerely speaking. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Obi.
Thank you. Hello. Yes, hello. Hello. Hello.
The line is.
The connection is terrible. Please make it back if you can. Hello. Good morning. I don't know what's going on, but let's keep trying. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Please tell us your name.
Mainland calling from Ocean.
All right.
Yeah, please. All these problems coming from the southeast, I'm saying the government should look into it, because a lot of people have died, and there are still more that are still going to die if this thing continues. If you look at it, if the living man, the Kano, will calm everything down, it is the big deal here. Why not they should leave him and now watch the authorities will come down. Or if we will continue, it's adding more problem to the southeast. So we're living in the custody of DSS. But eventually, if he dies there, I think the situation will not be easy any longer.
All right. Thank you for your submission. Hello.
Hello, Babalala.
Good morning to you, Princess.
Yeah, how are you today?
Fine, thank you for asking.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
God bless all of you.
Amen.
You see, when we talk of our economy, the money we are getting, we are using to establish our debt. And that is why the federal government is looking everywhere to make money. You see, so that is better from them, but the damage has already been done. So for that, we suffer for the eastern side, my brother Fadie. The leader that is not of the play. It's better late than never. But the people have taken this step. Not on the road. You have traditional ruler, religion leader, a community leader, all the leaders, the government of those states. If they have taken the step, this present government of Senegal is taking now, I tell you, this matter to solve long time ago. Now, if you need to appeal to some people, you appeal to them. If you need to appeal to government about this matter, you all of you go and march to go appeal to the government that says this matter can be checked politically. If it is a cause that will determine the case, you have to appeal to the judiciary. Please do this thing. Overcome this case. It is the special case concerning the life of many people. So the last system allow what they need is appealing to not command his own. The man in detention. What man? What is up in Nigeria? Telling people to stay at home for computer a week, from a week to 2 weeks. You want to start get to death? You want to mention technical commerce. You hit them. They call it a noble man. I'm talking about the legal, they have a role to play. That's my time this morning.
Prince Wise, thank you so very much. We're going to have to spend the remaining, say, 3 minutes that we have going through the multiple messages that we have gotten so far. We're back to Facebook. We have Prince Leo saying, Sage and Fuad, good morning. My contribution will start from the mayhem in the southeast, and stopping it lies squarely on the doorstep of the federal government. Because the federal government holds in control all of the security apparatus in the country and must ensure that non-state actors not be allowed to carry out their nefarious atrocities, and once there is purposeful effort by the government to end it, that will be the end. What is stopping the release of Nnamdi Kanu by relevant authorities? It is shocking and a flagrant disobedience to court orders. May God bless Nigeria. All right, Prince Leo Ozoma, thank you very much for sending that message. We're back to taking WhatsApp contributions. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. If the Enugu governor is serious about ending the Monday sit at home, we want to see him walk the streets of Enugu alone without his army of aides and security personnel. It is hypocritical for him to be surrounded by military men while urging helpless citizens to go out and face unknown gunmen. Secondly, Ikeja Disco has suddenly stopped giving us light in Mafaluku. Please tell them. Okangolina from, come on. But then the governor actually did provide security. The report indicated that he did.
I think Don Peters has also said that. And I think he's on ground in Enugu State.
He put security at the markets. The security operatives are there. Whether or not people now believe that these operatives can protect them is really that's the problem that we have. But he made provisions. I just thought to put that out there. Good morning to my fellow Nigerians at Mainland FM. I'm Pastor Sunday from Magboro. Let me begin my submission. No weapon is more deadly than hunger. Let the government of Nigeria disarm who they want to disarm. No amount of disarming will stop people from carrying arms. A hungry man is an angry man. There are some overseas tribes that the president trips that the president is not supposed to embark on by himself. He can delegate or mandate the Nigeria High Commission in those countries to represent Mr. President, just to curtail unnecessary spending. Inflation will continue to rise until the government look inward. So cutting cost of governance is what he's preaching. Good morning, Mainland crew. Okay, Enugu governor is trying to compel his people to go out for business even on sit-at-home days. Does he know the level of insecurity in the entire southeast? Enugu state governor should visit this market with no bulletproof car or security guards. Then he will know that really there is insecurity in his state.
He's the governor, for God's sake.
Jacob Koo from Bariga sent that particular message. Why I find it very difficult to comment on President Tinubu's policies and dealings since the inception of his government is that he made it clear to Nigerians that he will continue where the former President Buhari stopped. I don't know why people are complaining. They should have themselves to blame for condoning him for the way and manner he came in power. Chika Bender from Trade Fair. Okay, thank you very much for your submission. I'm trying to take text messages. Okay. Alright, we have this one here. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Please, the sit at home in the southeast, does it affect the bumper allowances of the legislature from that region? This is a self-inflicted injury. They do not learn. Pastor Jackie Lawson from Surrey sent that particular message. Thank you very much. Let me try and rush through the remaining ones that we have. This is very lengthy. Good morning, Mainland FM. On servicing debt, it's unfortunate that the present government is going the way of Buhari. We're servicing debt, not paying debt, and at times we're still borrowing more for consumption. What a shame. On the security situation in the southeast, particularly in Enugu State, I advise the governor to work with the security agencies in his state to beef up security judiciously to enable people go out and do their business. Mr. Undubusi from Magodo appreciations. Who was actually expecting anything different from what is happening right now with the economy? When President Tinubu had stated it that he was going to continue with Buhari style. It has been borrowing and spending on the political class and supporters of the government at the expense of sound economic reasoning. They are totally bereft of ideas. Hence, they have spent too much time apportioning blames on opponents. Hypocrites are having the upper hand, just as it was in the last regime. Steve from Janiki, thank you so much. And our last message for this morning. It's lengthy. I'm sorry we cannot take this message, so I don't stop halfway. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. On the economy, the major problem is the wastefulness and corruption of Nigeria government. On the southeast, the sit-at-home order will not stop until Nnamdi Kanu is released and these governors start giving order. Can they move around freely without their security men? If they can, the people in the region will do so as well. I had to summarize that particular message. Well, that's it for Mainland Focus. Thank you for all your contributions. The phone lines are still buzzing. That is why we encourage you to interact with us via social media, because we continue the conversations on there. Instagram, Twitter at Mainland FM, Facebook, YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. Drop your submissions and we can definitely interact via those platforms. My name is Sage Babalola. Fuad Said, thank you so much for your analysis. At 9:45 we'll be back for Global View. Let's also see what's going on in countries outside Nigeria. It's Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.